Bonjour mes amis, c'est moi Stephanie and welcome to your Workout Wednesday here at Sayezz, Pilates and Beyond, where I help you move more deeply and more joyfully into your body as your home, heart open, moving energy. And lately I've been focusing on rolling, waving through the spine, gyrotonic gyrokinesis style, and my sacrum, mostly because I've been out of my own ritualized weekly movement practice to connect in, especially to my pelvis. I picked up my toddler and boom, my sacrum said, owie! So we're gonna move a little bit differently today, a little bit more stability to mobilize our joints and really connect into that deep core. So this is a great one also as a warm up to wake up. I'll link, I think I have two of those. I'll link one of the oldest one, my original one, for you as well. So as you can see, I have a handy prop here. I'm gonna lay myself down. You can do the same. So this is a balance disc. Grab it if you have it. If not, you can grab a tuffet or a couple pillows, a rolled up towel, or even a half roller. And this is gonna help support the pelvis here. Make sure that's all handy dandy. So we pick up the pelvis and we lay it generally in the center-ish of whatever prop you have. And then go ahead and just sway the knees left and right, right and left. You can make it a really big spiral for yourself, or I'm going to keep mine a little bit smaller and just continue to feel into the healing that's going on through movement, through nourishing mindful movement. And just feel into your breath. Where is it? And then let that go. And then go ahead and just find a curl and an arch, a pelvic tilt and a pelvic arch. And sort of OG Sayezz was smushing grapes behind the sacrum there, or behind your waistband, and then putting a whole bunch of grapes under there. So if that image helps, go for it. And then as you nourish your hip joints and your pelvis this way, I just want to say thank you for showing up, subscribers. Welcome, new subscribers. So wonderful to have you here. Fresh videos like this drop every Wednesday, these full workouts. And every other Monday, I bring you a quick tip. If you have things that you have questions on or you want to see, please put them in the comments. Also, look at the description. I have online classes, I have online courses, and it's all through my new beautiful app based home, The Incoming. I share it with my sister, Goddess Shem Burns, and we are here to up-level everyone's fitness, finding inner tranquility by following intuitive tone. So we blend the physical and the energetic, boom, as the way forward. So please check it out. It's free to join. Oof. And then give your pelvis a little shimmy wiggle and let that go. Just as we move, check in with your face, your jaw, your neck, keep them as easy as possible. And part of helping, assisting is whatever tool you have underneath. And then also the palms up. So the arms are gently in that receiving mode. And then go ahead and just bring the knees up. Give the legs a little shimmy wiggle in the air, allowing the muscles, which are relaxed, to move. That's what we want. And then go ahead and really let the knees flop. So you're just kind of heavy there. And then you're going to take these little toe taps. And feel free to close the eyes, to sense and feel those thigh bones moving in the sockets, to feel what you feel, or stay nice and present in your space, wherever you want to be. And just let your breath be what it is in this moment. You might want to start with a pattern, maybe not. I'm going to keep mine pretty whatever comes in at this moment. This is a great chance to check in with the neck, the jaw, the face. Easy breath. Flex the feet, tap the heels. And we really are, the balls and the sockets, we're really greasing them up with this nourishing movement. And what we're doing is allowing the ball to glide in the acetabulum. There's a synovial disc there, like there is under the kneecap. And what we're doing is allowing that synovial fluid to flow. So we're really literally greasing up the joints. It's pretty simple and pretty cool, I must say. The body is amazing. And just a couple more there. And then again, shimmy shake the legs into the sky. And then we're gonna leave. Let me put some circles in those ankles. My feet have been really wanting that lately. And then we're gonna leave the legs up there, and I call this a seaweed spot. So it's the place where they're literally floating, and there might be movements which are like my legs are moving. I'm not consciously doing that. I'm just allowing the movement of the disc in, if it happens. So find that seaweed. You're gently carried by the tide. Reach the arms up, and then you're just gonna take some circles in those arms. Inhale. And exhale. This is why I call this, or I linked the warm up, wake up to warm up to wake up. So enlivening. And we're also rolling those shoulder balls around as well, just like our hips. And then go ahead and reverse that. Easy breath. And the next time the arms are up, leave them up there. And then you're just gonna start scissoring the arms. And we can make these kind of blades with the hands. So the pinky finger taps down and maybe the thumb taps up. And now we're gonna add that pumping breath. Let the legs just be up there. You can look at them, say hello to your feet, and allow that exhale as best you can to pump into your deep core, your deep low core chakras, the roots and the sacrum down there. Let that resolve. Let the arms float up. You can open the fingers, roll the wrists for a moment, and then bend those knees. This time we're going to keep a little bit of extra space beyond 90 under those knees. We're going to let the arms and hands hold space, the shoulders too. And then we tap the toes down, and it's really like a bent knee scissors. So I am aiming to keep the angle of my knee stable, and still we are rolling in a deeper range of motion with a little more leg weight because the leg is more open, so it's heavier in that fulcrum, that is the pelvis, to grease up a little bit deeper. And let's add that pumping breath again. Flex your feet, tap the heels, shoop. Give all four limbs, let that go. Give them a shimmy shake. Little movement to the pelvis. I actually need to readjust, so readjust as you need. And now we're gonna add the arms into that. So let's point the feet again, reach into those blades, and then whatever feels like opposition or whatever feels balanced for you, find that with your arms and legs, scissoring the hips and the shoulders. Flex your feet. Continue to feel that pump in the navel. 8 more. now go ahead and bring your knees, keep them bent, reach the arms up. And the only difference now is that we're going to reach across, touch one hand to one knee, so wherever that knee needs to be. And then the arm can bend as well. And then we take a slightly bigger scissors. So we're gonna open the knees just a little bit longer and then switch. Opposite arm reaches up. And there's a little bit, as we do this, to help with that feeling, that pump, there's a little bit of a push. Push the hand into the knee into the hand or the thigh. Flex the feet and eight more. Now keep whatever connection you have. Keep the feet flexed, keep that opposite arm long above or behind you. And then we're gonna take a little, almost like a pulse. So we exhale. Push. I'm doing 100%, and if I didn't block, it would look like that. Yeah, so I'm sort of blocking thigh into hand, hand into thigh. We push on the exhale. We're gonna do 4 of them. Ooh. Switch legs. Go for it. Again, this time we're still going to do that press, but we're also going to push down through this bottom heel. So push down into the ground. You might feel your little glute wake up or your hamstrings, and then we go for it. 4 pulses again with those breaths and creating that tensegrity. Switch and push down with that bottom heel as well. Once more. Ooh. And then let that go. Take a moment once again, beautiful, to come on down. Let those knees sway. It's a really sort of an adaptation of physical therapy exercises that I have, that have come into my world because of my sacrum. So that push and that pull, it does this to the pelvis. It allows a little bit more space into the what's called the PSIS back here, those kind of bony landmarks on the back of your back hip bones, if you want to think of them like that. And then excellent. Go ahead and you stay as you are. We're just going to finish with just a little bit of legs and then a breath into them, like this. So I'm going to turn myself this way so you can see. And we're going to reach our legs up. And actually, that's really nice. We can do that too. You can wiggle with me. Reach one leg high, opposite, and ooh, that's nice. Actually, this is kind of nice. I think this is why this came in, because it's what I was talking about, that push and pull. It's the same thing here. Now we're doing it with our internal musculature rather than from that press on the outside. And then just let that go. We're going to externally rotate, spiraling those hip bones. Point the feet, and then we open, flex, close. Point, open, flex, close. And really like you are, I've been thinking about the artistic swimming, what used to be called synchronized swimming. It's imagining we are in water and our legs are reaching up and out. So there is that resistance around us and that just incredible strength. In and X, and just one more there. In and X. And then from here, we're going to point the feet. We're going to bend one knee and lengthen and up. And we're just going to keep those feet pointed and up. And as you do this, feel that, that long leg might want to tip you over aim to keep your balance. My little foot here, toe needs a moment. Keep your balance in the center and up. And I open my arms a bit wider. You can join me there as well. In and X and in and X and reach. And it really is this pull. It's actually add the arms. Let the arms do the same thing. It's almost like a bow and arrow. Pull, reach, pull, reach. It adds a bit of balance. Ooh, wobbliness in, which is fabulous for actually balancing. And reach, and open, and close. One more each, and open, and close, and open, and close. Let the arms come down. We're gonna finish with a bit of internal rotation because that's just as important, because it is, we want all ranges of motion in our hip sockets. So gently put some space in, internally rotate, bend, and reach. Let's flex, almost like a geyser. And point, and really as if you are pushing down, almost like a pump. You're pushing the pump down. So there's that bit of resistance, and then it can, all the water can flow around. And reach, spiral in, spiral out, spiral in, pushing up. And again, if you are familiar, if you've been on a gyro tower, you might have done this. It's like a lobster tail and a diamond. And swimming around our hip sockets. And reach. And in. And X. And in. And X. And just one more there. Literally rolling around. And up. And then excellent. Take a moment to let that go. I'm going to come back here. We're actually just going to finish with a conscious breath. As if we weren't consciously breathing, Stephanie. I know. And what I mean by that, it's a specific thing. So let that go. Like I said, this is a gentle warm-up to wake up to warm up in that vein. So please take this with you. It feels so good also to realign and release the lower back. So to finish that thought and that movement thought, go ahead and just bend one knee in, let the opposite leg reach. This is why the pillow or the disc or whatever you have is really helpful, because it actually pushes the pelvis up so the leg can hang, and all this beautiful musculature that connects the leg into the torso via the psoas and many other muscles, but specifically the psoas, it's very helpful to let that open and release. So inhale through the nose and exhale out of the mouth. Feel the breath come in your nose. Feel it exit in that sigh of satisfaction out of the mouth. And then the next time you inhale, feel that and imagine the breath being pulled up through that foot, through the center of the foot, all the way up, almost the marrow of every bone in the leg, through all that beautiful musculature and tissue in the hip, all the way up through the crown of the head. Inhale, pull that breath up through that foot. And then as you exhale, pull it back down through the crown of the head, that entire side of the body, through the hip, the knee, all the way out of that foot. That is what I mean by breathing consciously. We're breathing consciously through this leg. Specifically, 2 more there, and then we'll switch. Inhale. And exhale. And once more, feel that cool breath. Energize every cell in the side of that body, and then exhale. Bring a bit of warmth back down. Switch sides. Start just by feeling the breath, pulling it in through your nose. Out of the mouth. A beautiful thank you for your body, for showing up for you always, and for you for coming. Such gratitude for you for coming and showing up for your beautiful body. Inhale again. And out. And if you haven't already, begin to pull the breath up through the sole of the foot, through all the bones, the tissue, all the way up through that hip, that side of the body, through the crown of the head. Inhale. Exhale, pull it back down from the crown of the head, down through the foot. Two more, inhale. And exhale. And once more. As you sigh it out, lengthen both legs. Give a little, you can give a little massage to your pelvis, a little shimmy wiggle. One final thank you, at least in our time together. I just want to say again, thank you so much for showing up. I will see you next time. If you have specific wants and needs, please put them in the comments. I can't wait to connect. See you soon.